what's good, y'all? I'm back at you with another one. Hey, I saw this video, it was trending. Shout out to my man JxmyHighroller. I've been subscribed for like years. I don't watch his videos as much as I should, but big fan of him. But yeah, this is a video about Russell Westbrook, low key. Look at these tags here. My eyes don't work right now. I ain't got my glasses on. Is his name in there? His name in the comments. All right. But this is about the triple double, aka Russell Westbrook, and basically I feel like Russ is trash. I feel like he's like, I don't feel like he's not trash. He's trash, but he's not like trash. Like he's tough, but he's trash. But play the intro. All right, let's get into this.
But with the triple-double stat line
Shout out to my man,
is
Jimmy.
synonymous with a great performance. When a player puts up a triple-double, the stat line tends to make more headlines than the actual game itself. But with each and
Shout out to DeJounte Murray. He came back incredibly well from his injury, bro. I'm so happy he was able to recover as well as he did. Like, of course, he's not going to be at 100%, but he's definitely back now. I like what I see.
every NBA season, the once fleeting triple-double has become more and more common. The stat line is almost casual at this point. No more rare than
That stat line is so casual now because, like, shout out to NBA, players are getting better offensively. Defense is so far behind of offense that it's not even funny. Like, offense in NBA is just overpowered, and defense can't do nothing. Like, keep up at this rate. At this rate, people are going to start having like 90-point games, and it's going to be a regular thing. And I don't like to see that because I'm defense oriented. Defense wins games. NBA needs to do something to fix that, but like not in a way that obstructs the offensive player, but a way that gives the defensive player a better chance to be defensive. Like I remember all the NBA players, they were saying this during Team USA in the Olympics. They were saying like it's so much harder because you saw those games, they were close. Because in the Euro League and like other leagues like that, they're defensive oriented. Defense comes first, offense comes after. That's why we lost to Nigeria. And while we almost lost, we lost Australia too, I think, because them niggas was all about their defense. Like they worried about defending first and then scoring second. In the NBA, it's score first, defend second.
a 30-point game. And because of this, the triple-double has lost its once legendary status. Players are now chasing the stat line, putting their box score above the actual success of their team, disregarding the win-loss column and focusing solely on the points, rebounds, and assists column. At least
everybody's
that's what
chasing
some fans
points.
think. The main perpetrator being Russell Westbrook.
Yo, what I told you, bro. I told you it's a Russ video, bro. I knew it. This is a Russ video. I'm telling you. I could tell, bro. Russ. I hate that man with a burning passion, and that's all I'm gonna say.
His methods to piling up wild stat lines often look more like a gimmick than anything else. But does that make the triple-double itself?
Yo, this meme had me cracking up, bro.
Of a stat line disguising itself as a great all-around game.
Shout out to Josh Gidley.
Or is the triple-double still the gold standard for a great game of basketball? Well, there's only one way to find out.
Real quick, I'm gonna skip this ad because SeatGeek not paying me. You're not gonna see this. I'm cutting this part out. Fuck it, I don't care. But like, one thing that I like to say is that I have like every NBA player has like a stat or NBA moment. Not player. Every NBA fan has like a stat or NBA moment that they remember vividly. For me, that moment is when Russell Westbrook was playing a rookie Devontae Mitchell. No, oh my God, Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan Mitchell shitted on that man. And like I think it was like game 5 or game 6. Let me see. I think that was what Melo and PG. Okay, here we go. Now, 2 things I didn't like about this game. One, I mean, one, I love that Donovan Mitchell, he basically was cooking the whole game. He did his shit the entire game. He wasn't doing bad. He was very well rounded overall. And it was good to watch him play. Now, here, let me just, like, you look at the Utah, this is a well rounded team. They focus around Donovan's play, 14 for 26, 5 for 8, He got 2 assists, 1 steal, 5 turnovers, not that good, but whatever. Plus minus is -6. They won the game though. That's all that matters. Now you go over here to OKC. 3 for 7, 1 for 2, 9 for 11, 18 for 43. 18 for 43. Like, bro, like how do you take that many attempts? Why does the coach let you take that many attempts? Like, this man took more attempts than his entire team combined. All right, almost more than his whole team combined. But he did so bad, and it's just like, how many points did he have this game? He had 46 points. So yes, went off point wise, but shooting percentage is just so abysmal. Like, I've never seen a box score that looked that bad. Like, it looks really, really bad. His plus minus is good, but I don't care about plus minus. I don't think that shit. Melo did ass. Paul George was non-existent, 2 for 16. Like, so I understand Russ put that shit on his back, but like, I don't know. And he was the one that was guarding Donovan Mitchell. So Donovan Mitchell had a good game, rookie season, good game against Russell Westbrook, who was supposed to be that nigga. And it's just like, after that, not even before that, but like after that, that solidified my views and my ideas on like how trash this nigga really is, bro. And I stand by that to this day. Like, he's a great player, terrible teammate, even worse point guard. Never had that man push point. He has to play off the ball to be good. On some like MJ shit. Don't get me started on MJ. I'm not even going on, but he tough. I'm skipping this ad though.
The first recorded triple-double in NBA history occurred on December 14th, 1950, over 70 years ago.
1950,
by a player named Andy Phillip, who racked up 17 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Now,
that's a goal right there.
This is the first recorded triple-double because prior to the 1950 season, the NBA just didn't keep track of rebounds and assists the majority of the time. It's like they just said, screw it. Who needs any of those arbitrary numbers anyways? Nowadays, the NBA could give you comprehensive play-by-play data on how often a player ties his damn shoes. Because numbers give us a great insight into the smaller nuances of the game. In the case of Andy Phillip,
Taj Gibson played defense.
That he was a great player that could just about do it all on the court. Numbers don't lie. But in the wrong context, they do a really good job of skewing the truth. And over the last few seasons, the narrative around the triple-double stat line has been twisted and butchered so bad that most fans have been led to believe that the stat line is nothing more than a stat-padding facade. That the triple-double...
It's not, but Russ is mastered already getting that shit without actually doing anything.
The neighborhood old head isn't completely wrong. The stat line is far more common now than it used to be. Kyle Lowry has more career triple-doubles than Scottie Pippen. Luka Doncic hasn't even played 4 full seasons in the NBA, and he already has far more triple-doubles than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. And if that isn't crazy enough, Elfrid Payton has more triple-doubles than Kevin Garnett and Akeem Olajuwon. And we can thank Russell Westbrook for the rise of the triple-double.
Yeah, he set the trend, honestly. 3 for 19, like, bro, what? Like I'm saying, bro.
Back in 2017, Russ did the impossible by becoming the first player in over 50 years to average a triple-double for an entire season. Now, prior to that historic season, the NBA would usually float between 30 and 40 triple-doubles a season.
Like, Russ impacted the NBA about as much as I would say as much as Curry did, but like in the same type of fashion that Curry did. Because Curry, he really like pushed people to really shoot from the 3. Like, he gave the 3 more value than they had previously. Russ, he devalued the triple-double, but it's very influential because offense has been exploding with the combination of Curry's play and Russ's play. Offensive like skills and just offense in general has just exploded in the past couple of years, and it's ridiculous. And I give credit to them too for that, especially Russ.
The entire NBA combined.
So now niggas is time for that triple-double, man.
2017 campaign, the league has seen a massive spike in triple-doubles. Oddly enough, Russ's impact on the triple-double falls right in line with Stephen Curry's impact on the
I just said that. Hey, yo, see, what am I telling you, bro? Yo, Yo, Jimmy, we gotta collab, bro. We gotta collab.
In other words, Westbrook is to the triple-double what Stephen Curry is to the three.
Yes, bro.
But triple-doubles and...
Yeah, hold on. I'm about to start making NBA videos. I might be on my low shit. Like, I like Jimmy, but Low's my nigga, bro. He the best bull.
Three-pointers are extremely different from one another. Anyone can jack up more threes every game, although most players probably shouldn't.
Facts. In the league, I don't know what you're doing, bro.
Go out and just pile up double-digit assists and double-digit rebounds.
Colin Hurd is tough, man.
Night. Or can they? On October 28th, 1979, a new record was set for the youngest player to achieve a triple-double in an NBA game. The kid was only 20 years and 75 days old, and his name was Irvin, but you probably know him by his nickname, Magic.
Magic Johnson.
record stood for a long time, until 20 years later when Lamar Odom recorded a triple-double at just 20 years and 54 days old. Lamar's record would stand for 6 seasons until LeBron James broke it at the age of 20 years and 20 days. LeBron's record would eventually fall 11 years later when Lonzo Ball broke it at the age of 20 years and 15 days old. But Lonzo's record would fall just 5 months later when Markelle Fultz became the first teenager to
shout out to Markelle Fultz, man.
At this point, the record should stand for a very long time. I mean, how many teens can record a triple-double? Never mind. LaMelo for a very long time. I mean, double in the NBA. At this point, the record became the first teenager to record a triple-double in the NBA. At this point, the record should stand for a very long time. I mean, how many teens can record a triple-double? Never mind. LaMelo Ball broke the record just a few seasons later at just 19 years and 140 days old. And since the NBA can't draft players straight out of high school anymore, I really doubt it
soon.
Anytime soon.
Oh yeah, Josh Giddey. I forgot all about Josh Giddey. That was a couple weeks ago.
Only the most well-rounded elite players has become an achievable milestone for a teenager who just last year had a scouting report that looked like this. And as the age of the youngest triple-double getter continues to fall, the number of triple-doubles...
Wait, this man his weaknesses is everything. Ball handling, shot creation, outside shooting, on-ball defense, athleticism. How did he get drafted, bro?
continues to rise.
Wow.
8 of the top 16 career leaders in triple-doubles are currently in the NBA. So, is the triple-double really a dead stat line? A relic of the NBA that has lost its value over the years? The short answer is no. The triple-double is still an incredible stat line that, for the most part, still represents great overall winning basketball. But the long answer is a lot more complicated than that. Russell Westbrook has taken a lot of heat for the fall of the triple-double. His game is constantly overanalyzed and over-criticized.
Like, definitely people give Russ, like, too much, what's the word? They give Russ too much shit. Like, they give Russ as much shit as they give LeBron when it comes to, like, offensively and playing on the court. Because they scrutinize everything LeBron does. And, like, we're starting to treat Russ the same way. I ain't gonna cap. But I've hated Russ since before the triple-double, so I ain't a clout chase like everybody else.
And I'm here to tell you, if you think Russ's triple-doubles are empty stats that don't contribute to winning basketball, you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
Since Russ's game-changing 2016-2017
This man averaged a triple-double in a losing season. Stop playing with me.
2017 season, he has racked up 157 triple-doubles. And in those 157 games,
all right, never mind, you got me.
His team has a record of 111 and 46.
Hey, yo, low-key, Jimmy got the numbers, bro. Because I'm talking shit. She was like, shut up, nigga.
71% winning percentage over a 6-season span. That's equivalent to nearly 60 wins over the course of a season, which means that when Russ gets a triple-double, his team is elevated to that of a near 60-win squad. And this team success doesn't just apply to one team. This is an effect that Russ has on every single team he has played on. From the Thunder to the Rockets to the Wizards and now the Lakers. Russell Westbrook's teams win more often when he gets a triple-double, at times the difference being staggering.
Now, I'm one of those people that doesn't value stats. Like, I mean, like, stats, of course, they have their place. Stats are stats. They're concrete numbers. They're solid. But you know how you have those players that, like, they check their stats every game, and you got the players that just, like, go by how the game feels, the rhythm, stuff like that. Yes, Russ is getting his stats is good, statistically speaking. And yes, statistically, these numbers give a positive outlook on like how his triple doubles do this and that for the team. But like, it doesn't feel right. If you watch those games, it feels forced. It feels like his team is like walking on eggshells. Like they have to score when he passes him the ball, or like, oh, Russ give you the ball, shoot that shit. Oh, watch out, let Russ get the rebound. Like it's the vibe. It feels wrong. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel natural. Like Ben Simmons, I always hated Ben Simmons. He has potential, but not on the Sixers. He should go to the Warriors. We need that nigga. Well, we don't need him, but he would be great with us. But Ben Simmons, when he gets a triple double, it feels natural because you know Ben, he isn't actually trying to score. He just happens to score. He's worried about his teammates. He's doing these passes. He's doing this pass. He's doing this rebound, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. Like, Russell's triple doubles feel so forced. Like, Enes Kanter will let, not Enes Kanter, Steven Adams will let this man get every board, bro. And I remember when he was playing with Melo. Melo's like, fuck out of here, Russ. I fuck with that, bro. He still got trouble though this season, though. But
in 2017, overall, the Thunder won just 57% of their games. In the games where Russell Westbrook achieved a triple-double, the Thunder's winning percentage jumped to 81%. Last season, the Wizards won just 46% of their games when Russell Westbrook played, triple-double or not. In the games where Russ did get a triple-double, the Wizards won 61% of their games. That's the difference between a 37-win team and a 50-win team. Overall, in the last 6 seasons, Russ's teams have won 57% of their games. When he gets a triple-double, that winning percentage jumps all the way up to 71%.
Like, it's positive numbers, but like, I'm gonna say it again. If you watch the games, like I watched that 2017 season, I watched every single OKC game. I watched every single Rockets game. Like, I was watching NBA basketball every day, all day, because I was single. All I had to do was play the game and watch basketball. I watched every game. That shit felt nasty to watch, bro. It didn't feel right, bro.
Doubles are definitively a good thing for him and his team. And fans will often say, if Russ just kept his turnovers down, made better decisions, and
his turnovers as well. I think he currently holds the NBA record for turnovers. James Harden is the second player I hate the most. I think it was Russ's first triple-double season. Him and James Harden both beat the NBA record for triple-doubles. And I think James Harden beat it first. And then Russ beat James Harden's record that same season, bro. And I was just like, bro, y'all niggas is ass, bro. And like, that's why, like, when they did that trade for Chris Paul for Russell Westbrook, I was like, what the fuck is this? Chris Paul is such a better player than Russ. That shit don't even make any sense. And I was like, I said it. They gonna get taken out in the first, maybe the second round. What happened? Exactly that. Them niggas had no chance because it's like, fuck is Russ gonna do in the playoffs? He doesn't. What's the word? He doesn't produce in the playoffs. Neither does James Harden. Like, literally, I'm a Golden State Warriors fan, and I can say this with 100% fact. If Chris Paul did not get injured 2 years in a row in both game sixes against them, we would have lost twice. We would have never made it to the finals those 2 years. I can say that with a fact because Chris Paul is a beast. He's different. He's a true point guard. Like, Chris Paul doesn't try to score as much. He's more about like if I had to say Chris Paul had an ability, it's like his ability is to disrupt the opponent's rhythm because he's not worried about himself. He's worried about his teammates in rhythm and then fucking up your rhythm. And he fucks up our rhythm so much. Like, you watch that game, you just see him. He does like little things that just like fucks up Curry, or he does these little things that fuck up Clay, and it's just like you can feel it, bro.
And took care of the ball, then his team would be in better positions. Assuming that the bad that comes with the turnovers,
I'll be trying to do the same thing when I'm playing 2K.
Doubles. And again, this isn't exactly true.
Wait, you just throw a turnover and go sit down.
Assuming that the bad that comes with the turnovers outweighs the good of the triple doubles. And again, this isn't exactly true. Because over the last 6 seasons in games where Russ has less than 4 turnovers, his team's record is 62-45. A winning percentage of just 58%, which is almost exactly the same as his team's overall record over that same time span. So believe it or not, Russ keeping his turnovers down to a minimum actually doesn't make much difference to his team's success. Sounds impossible.
And these numbers, I get it, the numbers say that, but if you watch it, that does not feel right. Like watching the game, you don't see that. Like the numbers tell you about things that you don't see, but like if you watch the game, like that's not the outcome that comes out.
Possibly odd, but it's true. Meanwhile,
Like
the triple-double
rhythmically
drives his
speaking,
team
like
to
that's not what
vastly more
happens. Bro.
success than without it. In the case of,
And I'm always stand by that standpoint because I love basketball. I love basketball with a passion. Like I can watch 3-year-olds play basketball and still be like analyzing the hell out of that joint. Like Russ's play is not conducive to an overall team success in terms of like how mentally it affects the teammates, how it affects the teammates physically and offensively, and like in a playoff situation is very detrimental to the overall success of individual players on the team, whether that's the starting lineup or the bench. Like the way he plays is not conducive. It doesn't fit in a whole. It doesn't fit like in the spot that is needed in that team. Like Russ, he needs to play off the ball. He needs to. I think he does need to shoot more. Like he's the worst shooter when it comes to top guards, but I do think he needs to shoot more. He needs to work on that shot. He needs to penetrate more, and he needs to be like Blake Griffin. Like Blake, once he lost his athleticism, he couldn't like dunk and slam as much as he used to. He evolved. Like we got the Blake we got now. Yes, he had a major injury in in Detroit, so he's not where he wanted to be at anymore. But I remember that season. I think he was playing the Bucks, bro. Blake was the best player on that Detroit team, and he played that series with like his leg wrapped up in like this super thick wrapping, and he was still cooking. Like I saw this man do a between the leg turn around jump shot fadeaway on the 3-point line for the buzzer beater with his leg like that. Like he's like I love Blake. That's my Haitian brother, bro. I fuck with him.
Russell Westbrook, a triple-double is
Russ
far
can't do that.
more valuable than a low.
Like I see he's trying to position like Russ, for example. I see he's trying to pivot more towards being a off-ball player in terms of he facilitates and he passes the ball, but he doesn't have the proper decision making to rhythmically enhance his team's play. Like Chris Paul, he has the proper decision making on the court. 99% of the time, Chris Paul is making the right play, the right pass, stuff like that. Russ, if I had to give it a number, I say between 68 and 72% of the time does Russ make the right decision when he has the ball in his hands. And that fucks up people a lot. Like LeBron, he's at 82, 90%. Chris Paul, 90 to 96, maybe 98 if I'm pushing it. Russ is not there, bro. Like he can't, I don't know. It's not his role. I don't know what his role is, but it's not the ball handler.
Turnover game, and it's not even close. But the Russell Westbrook triple-double rabbit hole goes even deeper. Since 2017, Russ has recorded.
There you go. Russ is a scorer that could push the ball a little bit, and there's nothing wrong with that. He just has to play that way, and I feel like that's how Russ will be the most successful. When he was like KD, no, let me stop. If I keep going, I'm gonna start ranting because like I'm very passionate about how much this nigga Russ is just seen as like this tough ass nigga, and he's really not shit. But I'm gonna stop.
4 40-plus point games, and in those 34 games, his team went 19 and 15, a 56%.
Yo, if y'all want me to go on a Russ rant, real shit, let me get like 20 likes. I'll go on a Russ rant. No cap.
Winning percentage, which again means that when Russ drops 40 points or more, his team's success virtually doesn't change at all. So that means that low turnover games and high scoring games are both far less valuable to Russ and his teams than the triple-double is. Not only is the triple-double not in teams than the triple-double is. Not only is the triple-double not an empty stat line, the triple-double is quite literally the best thing Russell Westbrook can do for his team. In fact, generally speaking, the triple-double is one of the best things a player can achieve for his team across the league. These are the league leaders in triple-double.
Giannis is currently my favorite player. He pisses me off because he could be a god, but I'm not even gonna get started on Giannis. Like Giannis is a beast. He can score efficiently. He's doing him. But these two over here, number one, I hate him the most. I had like a burning hate for this man. Like it's burning hate. Like I cheer in 2K because the niggas at 2K hate him too. If you look at 2K, you look at his player. His player looks so fucking ugly, and he make his players so ass in 2K every year. Like his player has the same decision making that he does. Like whoever programs that shit does not like Russ because his player is a dickhead. Like they leave him open on the 3. They don't stop him when he tries to penetrate because he knows he's going to pass sometimes. It's like it's beautiful because that's how he plays in real life. And James Harden, I don't hate him as much. I still hate him, but like not as much as Russ. Like I still think James Harden. I didn't like the way he was like playing with the fouls and shit like that, but he's a good player. I mean, they're both good players, but
since the 2016-2017 season, and across the board,
most slept on player on this list.
The success of each player's teams jumps considerably whenever they get a triple-double. I think triple-doubles have gotten a bad rap in the same way that three-pointers have. If a player knocks down, let's say, 8 threes in a game, fans expect that player's team to win. But sometimes that's just not the case. An individual player can do everything in his power to get a victory for his team, but other factors can prevent that from happening. And this
teamwork makes the dream work, man.
People expect that a massive stat line in the form of a triple-double must equate to a win, or the numbers were empty or the player was just padding his stats. But that's just not how the game works. Now, I know this is a difficult concept for some to understand, but a player can have a great game and his team can still lose. I know, it's crazy, right? A triple-double doesn't automatically equate to winning every time, but it sure as hell gets your team in the winning column more often than not. Even in the case of Russell Westbrook. Over the last 5 seasons, there have been 534 triple-doubles recorded across the NBA. Out of those 534 games, the player with the triple-double won 375 of them. Now how's that for empty stats?
Listen, Jimmy W video. Sometimes your takes don't make sense to me. I ain't gonna cap, but like sometimes you have takes that don't add up. Like your whole 75 list, John, was really wild. Like I don't know what made you think that was okay to come up with. But in your W mans, I would love to collab. We can talk basketball. Oh yeah, I want to hop in one of those streams and really just talk basketball with that man. If I ever get a chance to do that, bro, dream come true. But thanks for watching the video, guys. If you want to watch this video yourself, it'll be on the trending, but also it'll be at the top of the description on the video. Thanks for following. No, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment. Tell me, do you hate Russ? Do you love Russ? I hate Russ. Tell me if you love him and tell me why. Who's your favorite player also? Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. That's where I'll keep you guys updated when I'm updating, when I'm like uploading videos and stuff like that. Hit the bell, all that. Make sure notifications are on. I'm going to be uploading reaction videos more frequently. I'm going to be talking basketball with you guys. I'm going to be doing various things. 2K content is still coming out. Wait for it. Don't worry. But for right now, I'm focused on reacting because it's more conducive to my current like setup in my house right now. Thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. Peace.